Hello, clarinet people. We're on to page 11 now, number 36. And in number 36, we've got another one of those rhythm-only exercises to showcase two new things. So we've got, excuse me, the new time signature of 2/4. And to talk about how it's different than 4/4, remember that the 4/4 is not a fraction 4/4, which would be like a whole. It's the top number is how many, and the bottom number is what kind are we counting. So the top number, how many, there's 4 things, and the bottom number, what kind. So the bottom number can always be turned into a fraction 1 over whatever the bottom number is. So 1/4 is 1/4, or quarter notes. So 4 of them, quarter notes are what we're counting. We can get 4 quarter notes in a measure. Now, with 2/4, it's not another way of saying 1/2. It's 2 things that we're counting. The bottom, 1/4, is still the thing that we're counting as a quarter note. So 2 of them, we're counting quarter notes. And so every time we have a vertical bar line is another time where we count over 1 and 2. So the time signature, or the conducting pattern for 4/4 looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the conducting pattern for 2/4 looks like this. 1, 2. So every time we have a bar line, it's 1, 2, bar line, 1, 2, bar line. And that leads us to another problem. So we could have a half note in 2/4, but it would only be able to start on beat 1. So if we want a half or a 2 count note that starts on beat 2, we have to have something else. So if you look at measures 6 and 7 of this exercise, we have what looks like a slur between the second beat of measure 6 and the first beat of measure 7. But this is a different vocabulary word in music, because if we have notes that are in different lines or spaces, that's a slur. If we have 2 notes that are on the same line, or 2 notes that are on the same space, and they're connected with the curved line, that's called a tie. And a tie is essentially a musical addition symbol, and it adds length. So later on in number 39 and 40, you're going to see a half note tied to a quarter note, and that's a 3 count note, and that's how we make 3 count notes. There is one other way, but we're going to learn it in a couple pages. So we are going to both clap and say this rhythm, and then we are going to play it on your note D, which is the concert C. Remember, 1 letter forward in the alphabet is the concert pitch name for your notes. So here we go. At our slow tempo, and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, rest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And did you notice that the clap on beat 2 of measure 6 tied over into measure 7, and that's how we get our 2 count notes starting on the second beat. So we're going to play it now on our note, and here we go. Ready, play. And did you hear how when we played that second note in measure 7 or in measure 6, when you tie it over, you hear the click from measure 7 on beat 1, and that's how you know you've played it long enough. All right, we're going to use that rhythm in the next one called the 2-step.